Hi, this is your host, Mike Hook. Everyone who makes home videos dreams about if their films might be good enough to be made into a Hollywood movie to be shown at movie theaters or on television, but they don't do anything more about it. One filmmaker, George Johnson, has, however. George grew up on a farm at Woodland, Michigan, and at 5 years of age bought his first 8mm movie camera to make home movies using his family and friends. He then graduated using a video camera. He also graduated from Lakewood High School in 1993 and went out to Hollywood to study Hollywood script writing at the Institute out there for a 2-year program. Following that, he got into television news reporting and also public access TV work as well. Somewhere along the way, he never forgot about a dream to make a Hollywood-style movie, and now he has made his own movie and casting some 200 family members and friends and actresses and actors from the local area of Hastings, Woodland, Lakewood, and Sunfield. He has now released his movie, Dreamer, the Movie. The movie premiered on December 31st, 2004, New Year's Eve at the theater at Ionia, Michigan, and there it will be shown the next few weeks before going around to the other theaters in Michigan and also around the United States. If you get a chance to see the movie, Dreamer, the Movie, I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as I did. George Johnson lives in Waterloo, Indiana, and works as a production manager at a Christian television station there at Fort Wayne, Indiana. And it took George about 3 years to film his home movie, what he calls Dreamer, the Movie, using cast and family and members from around the Berry County area. He came back to Michigan on weekends to film his location shots at Hastings, Woodland, Lake Odessa, Sunfield, and also over at Saugatuck, Michigan. The movie has been entered into several film contests and festivals here in Michigan, at Saugatuck, at the Waterfront Film Festival, and also at another festival in East Lansing, Michigan. You might ask what the movie is all about. The movie plot is about a young man played by George Johnson's real-life brother, Ben Johnson, who has a dream of making a movie without all the Hollywood glitz and hype. He meets many obstacles along the way, people who are mildly skeptical and who are openly hostile of him trying to make a movie by sabotaging his plans. He also meets business film moguls who try to get him to sell his soul to the devil, both figuratively and literally. The character in the movie dreams of leaving the small town atmosphere and getting into the fast-paced film-making world of Hollywood. George Johnson wrote, produced, and directed his own movie, Dreamer, the Movie. Originally low planned as an investment of only 10 or 15 people, it grew into a cast of over 200 people, actors and actresses getting involved from the area. And now Dreamer, the Movie is completed, and as I mentioned to you, it premiered at Ionia, Michigan. So let's go to and see a sneak preview about what this movie is all about from one of Berry County's own filmmakers, George Johnson, who has fulfilled his dream, making a Hollywood-style motion picture, Dreamer the Movie, as it premiered in Ionia, Michigan on opening night, December 31st, 2004. everyone, this is your host Mike Hook, and we're in Ionia, Michigan for a premiere of a fantastic movie for the very first world premiere on December 31st, 2004, and we are with young filmmaker George Johnson, correct?
Correct.
And the movie is?
Dreamer the movie.
Now, what's the movie about?
It's about pursuing your dreams and doing so without sacrificing the integrity of the original plan. It's about taking what you have available and making your dream come true, making it happen.
How did you come up with the idea for this film?
Making this movie. No, no, actually I've had the idea for this for a long time, and it took a long time to get the scripting, finished off, and then we just, finally got that finished a couple of years ago, and then took off with the shooting process. But it's just an idea that I had, probably for about 10 years now.
Now, you wrote this, directed, produced it, and besides what else?
Edited.
Edited, no.
Yeah.
How long did it take to make the film?
It took about 4.5 years. Yeah, the scripting was about 1.5 years. We shot in the summer of 2002, and about 2 years of editing.
Now, you filmed in like 2 or 3 different counties, correct?
Yes, we shot near Hastings. We shot in Lake Odessa, Woodland, Sunfield, Nashville, Saugatuck, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then we did a little shooting in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And at those places, what scene area did you take and use? Like places?
Oh, it varies. We shot all over the place. A lot of stuff was indoors in Fort Wayne. We actually shot the movie producer's studio there, and they let us use furniture store, and we just rearranged all their furniture and built an office in there. So the locations varied. I mean, we shot indoors, outdoors, a lot of wood scenes in the Woodland area, that sort of thing.
I think you did classic parkour there too, didn't you? At Woodland?
Yes, we sure did.
Lakewood High School, wasn't it? Was
we
another
did
place
shoot at Lakewood High School.
Inside Out?
Yep.
What did you film over at Hastings?
Actually, we were in some woods in the Woodland area over near Hastings.
Oh, okay.
So.
Now, for our viewers there, how did you grew up around Lake Odessa area?
I did. I graduated in 1993 from Lakewood High School. Yep. So I grew up, had a paper route for a good chunk of my life when I was a kid. Delivered the Grand Rapids Press and the Lansing State Journal. So they
got your money for your first camera, right?
Yeah, it sure did. As a matter of fact, yep. We got a little video camera with that and started fiddling around. And my brother Ben was in all my movies growing up. The free acting, and he ended up getting really good, and so we put him in this movie, and he kind of blew us all away with what he could do.
Now, how many cast members are in this film?
About 210 people.
And how many is here at the premiere night, you think?
That I don't know. I would say I have personally seen so far probably 30 or 40 of them. 40? Yeah.
And we'll hopefully get a good majority of them before the evening's out.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good to see everybody.
Well, is there anything that would be like such a dramatic scene that people should be looking for in this film? Or I don't know, all of it's probably going to be good.
The end.
That would have a big, probably, impact.
The end.
The end?
Yes.
That's the message.
I can't tell you what happens, but the twist at the end is my very favorite part. The whole movie is about pursuing dreams and making your dream come true. And then there's a really interesting twist at the end, and that would be my favorite part. Okay.
Now, for our viewers, do you live in this area, or?
I don't right now. We live in the Waterloo, Indiana area. So we moved there about 5 years ago. Took a job at a TV station down there. So yeah, the ultimate goal is to move back to here eventually.
Okay. Now we're having their world premiere here at Ionia. Now, where's the other locations?
It'll run at the Rave Theater in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We've talked to some other theaters in Grand Rapids, Lansing, Holland. There's a theater in Kansas City, Missouri, and then 2 possible ones in Iowa and Chicago.
Oh, okay. Now, I haven't seen it there today, but I understand the Grand Rapids Press paper did a fantastic review for you today.
Yes.
There too, John Douglas. So people should be looking for that.
John Douglas did a fantastic job on that article. Yes.
Okay. Well, we got some other. See, we got the star of the show here, your brother, correct? Yeah. Ben over here. So we need to get Ben, and who's the other gentleman over there too?
Jacob Norman. He's the big punk, big brother. Kind of represents the way I treated Ben growing up. So.
Okay, well, let's get one of those other guys. Let's get Ben over here. How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Pretty good. Ben Johnson here, and you're the star, right?
That's right.
What'd you have to do in the film?
Well, I had to pretty much be myself, I think. Like George said, he kind of wrote the big brother role into the movie, and I was the little brother, as I'm used to being. But other than that, I had to do a whole bunch of stunts and just a lot of crazy scenes that we didn't understand at the time necessarily, but they turned out looking pretty good.
Did you get injured on any of your stunts?
I got injured off the camera actually, but I never got seriously injured in any of the stunts.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
So some of this film too, is it kind of based on you guys' childhood growing up too in a way, or not?
I think it served as good inspiration for this movie. There wouldn't be any way of really saying that there's a direct parallel between our lives in this movie, but just the fact that we did grow up in a small town, and he always had these lofty dreams that it just didn't never seem like was possible. Although some of us really did think he was going to make it.
Now, are you also a graduate of Lakewood High School?
Yeah.
The reason I ask, because we got the Lakewood High School bus coming in here, I guess, from a lot of students, it looks like. It's a Lakewood Viking basketball team with girls and boys and everybody else, so that's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's pretty interesting to see all these people, from the hometown showing up for this.
Now, have you had a lot of people run up to you now and want your autograph now? So, famous you are?
I've grown a beard, and I've kind of
hiding from the public.
Trying to keep it low. No, actually, I did sign my first autograph today.
You did?
My very first one.
It must have felt really good, huh?
It was pretty good, yeah.
How much do you think that autograph's gonna be worth someday?
I hope at least $5, because that's what the ticket costs, and I signed it on the man's ticket.
That's what the ticket looks like for our viewers.
That's right.
Their stuff, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, we're once again here at the Ionia Theater. This is your first time for Ionia, you think?
My first what?
This is your first time to be at the Ionia Theater?
I came here for a concert once. I've never been here for a movie.
Oh, forgot to ask your brother, why was Ionia's Theater selected for this showing?
I think because it was so central to where everybody is from that was in the movie. I mean, it was people from Lakewood. We had people from Hastings. There were some people from this area too. It was just the closest thing that we could get.
Okay. Now, who's the next guy we got coming up here?
We got Jacob Norman coming up.
Jacob Norman.
The big brother.
The big brother. Okay.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing
So you're
good.
the big brother, huh?
I'm the big brother. I play the redneck hillbilly hick major antagonist to Ben's character Kevin.
Is that a hard role to do to get into?
Well, I've grown up in Hastings in this area my whole life, so it was an easy role to slip into.
So you can have a lot of fans from Hastings here tonight, right?
Yeah, it could be. I got a lot of family and friends here, and people that didn't know me before are certainly going to probably know me now after this.
Now, did you have to do any stunts in this film too?
Not really. Nothing really demanding or anything. Just a little bit of driving and a lot of intimidation, a lot of this kind of thing.
Now, did you have to do some setting for that, or you kind of like that part of it?
That was no, that was pretty cool. I like to play because of my size. I typically get cast as a intimidating figure, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing that.
Okay. So, is there a certain scene that people should be looking for that's dramatic for your part in the film?
Overall, just to see the journey that my character takes alongside his brother and in addition to his brother, and there'll be some pretty cool scenes that I think people are going to really remember.
Now, have you signed any autographs yet?
Actually, I just a few minutes ago I signed my first autograph.
Think yours going to be worth $5?
I don't know about that. Could be.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to see the movie.
right.
We got some more cast members we want to talk to, and people need to get out here at the Ionia Theater here in Ionia, Michigan to see Dreamer the movie.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for talking with us.
Yep.
We're here at the Ionia Theater once again for the world premiere for Dreamer the movie here by George Johnson from Woodland, Lake Odessa area resident here, and we're just going to have a good fun time watching some more of the cast members come in here and have a chance to talk with them as well. City Manager of Ionia, Michigan.
This facility is owned by the community. It is run by volunteers. We have about 450 people that volunteer from around Ionia County. They help us operate this facility. And so it's with a great renovated with donations and grants and different things that have totaled over $1 million. But the facility was going to be torn down by Butterfield Theaters in 1985 when it was closed. Tonight also is the first time that we'll be using a new projector that will be DVD. And so we're going to be a number of firsts tonight. And at this time, I'd like to have a first. I will introduce the director and the promoter, George Johnson, and his wife, Karen.
You guys rock. Boy, I can't see any of you very well, but I saw somebody out there and I really appreciate you guys. This is awesome. This is a first for me. This is our first feature length film. We've done a lot of commercials, music videos, and sort of things. It's a first, and it's an honor to have you guys be a part of it. It's funny, when I talked to Dave initially about doing this, I said we shouldn't probably do it on New Year's because I didn't think people go to movies on New Year's Eve. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy to see everybody out here. So this is my wife, Carrie. She's the one who endured a really long time of me editing in the living room, in the basement, and missed out on a lot of family time, but now we're starting to get some of that again. But I also would like to call up some of the cast members. Jacob Norman and Ben Johnson, Trevor Lee, Rob Ray. Movie stars. They all agreed to sing a song for you tonight. No, but I think you might have something, Ben and Jake might have something to say. A favorite memory from the movie, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know about what I would say is my favorite memory from the movie. When I was thinking about being up here and not seeing any of the hundreds of people that are out there looking at me, I was thinking probably the thing that I have, the aspect or the view that I have of this that's most unique is just seeing George grow up. And even when he was little, even when he was like 12 years old, he knew this day was coming. And for me, even when we were filming this movie, I wasn't sure this day was coming. And I'm glad I didn't now at the time. But it's just exciting to see so many of you come out here to support him and everything he's done, and everything so many of these people and so many more have done. And I'm excited to see it finally.
Yeah, I really had a great time with this film. The biggest thing for me was just coming into this project, not really knowing anybody, and just coming out of it knowing a whole group of people that just share a passion for filmmaking, and to all come together and help George realize his dream in making this movie Dreamer come to be what it is tonight, that a lot of us are going to see for the first time. So I just ask that people realize that I am not Tyler entirely. You'll know what I mean when you see Tyler. So just sit back and enjoy the show.
Good job, Tyler!
It's been brought to my attention that in the excitement I've made a big error. Micah and Sarah Steed, there is no hiding for you. Are you out there? These guys put an insane amount of time, money, effort into this thing. Come on over. We kind of, in the process of doing this, we kind of ended up coming up with a second family. Yes, there they are. Once again. There they are. These guys, in fact, along with hundreds of other people that were involved, some parents that helped out, Trevor and Samantha's parents were a huge help. We just kind of formed a family. I mean, it was a great summer. It was the summer of '02, we call it. It was just, crazy shooting every weekend for 4 months. And it was just an awesome group of people to work with. And I appreciate you guys giving up a summer to be a part of this. So. One last thing. As I mentioned, there were over 200 people in this altogether. A lot of them are here. If you were in this movie, and even as an extra, or if you helped out on it, would you please stand up?
Now Terry Johnson, George Johnson's wife.
From the sidelines, I observed this man working and working and working on this project. This project was his baby, and this project is his baby. A lot of times, I kept thinking, oh, the premiere's almost here, and I kept thinking, wow, it's almost here, 4.5 years. And if only you knew the mornings at 2 in the morning, he had the dedication. I slept in the bed, but he had the dedication to get up and go to that computer and edit, or write, or type, or do emails, or bulk mail, or miscellaneous things. That, to me, is something that is very rare. To find someone who sees a dream, follows it, and then finishes it. Not just follows it, but finishes it. And for that, I would like to give George a humongous hand.
She's so pretty. Speaking of dreams, and almost anywhere I go to and I talk to people, it seems like everybody has some sort of a dream. People dream of being a doctor, people dream of being an astronaut or a police officer or whatever it may be. And almost as many people think that it can't happen. People want, it's almost like dreams are an unattainable thing. We made a movie with a computer technician as the sound guy, a registered nurse as the set photographer and script supervisor, me fiddling around with whatever, and Carrie doing extras, directing and wardrobe. Accomplishing your dream isn't always necessarily about opportunity coming your way. It's actually a very attainable thing. The slogan we kind of adopted from here is, take the tools that you have available and just get started. And if you just go step by step, dreams really are an attainable thing. So hopefully this movie will encourage you in that. And one last thing, we had an essay contest. You're smiling at me. You want to talk again?
I'd like to see.
Okay, but we did this essay contest, and some kids wrote in what they dreamed of being, and it was an inspiration. It was an inspiration to me to read what these kids in our area are dreaming of becoming. I mean, we have a really good crop of leaders coming in this area, and some of them were selected to be in a video. One of them was unavailable for the video, but the rest of them you'll see here at the beginning of the movie. So I guess with that, let's go ahead and get the movie started. So, thanks a lot.
Hello, my name is Trevor Lee, and I played the role of Jeff in the movie Dreamer. That's one of the main character's friends. It was a really great experience. I loved working with the director, George, and I would definitely do it again. Check the movie out.
Hi, my name is Samantha Lee, and I played the character of Maggie Burgess in this film. I was the main character as one of his friends. This film was a really good experience for me. It was a learning experience, and it was just a really good environment to learn in. The director, George Johnson, just did such a good job. He was very patient, and he was always cheerful and always had something encouraging to say. So I liked being in this movie a lot.
I'm George's sister, and I played the screaming mom in the scene with the, his brother, Kevin's brother, being the firefighter. So, and he was kind enough to let me be in it, I guess. I'm not really an actress, so that's it.
I'm Rob Ray. I played Hudson, the main character's best friend. I got involved with this trying out in summer of 2002. Started filming right after that. It was a great movie to work on. George is a great director to work with. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a good experience, and I'll never forget it.
I'm Dan Gallivan, and in Dreamer the movie, I was one of the demons beating up Kevin, or Ben Johnson, and it was a good experience. It was fun, and I really enjoyed watching the movie. And I didn't know the ending of it until just now. But I also played a couple extras, putting a cross in the bucket and chasing through the woods with gun, and that's about it.
What's your name?
Tianara.
What did you do in the movie?
I'm sleeping.
Was you rescued by the firemen?
Yes.
Was that a cool scene to play?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Lindy Hines, actually Linwood Hines, and I played the grandfather to Kevin. And we had a lot of interesting moments. The scene where he comes into the bedroom and takes the camera out and he drops the tape. The first time we did it didn't come off like that, because when he dropped the tape, I jumped out of bed and my feet landed on the floor, and I said, "What was that?" And one of the boys standing there said, "Did that scare you?" And I said, "No, I just thought I'd make a blooper." And I made several of them besides that, but they were printed anyway. But I enjoyed the film and enjoyed the young people in this. I really didn't give the makeup gal any real trouble, because she'd take one look at me and see all the wrinkles, and she'd just brush my face and like that and say, "Get out there, you're ready to go." My wife is also in it, and I think she may have something to say. Is that all?
Hi, I'm Beth Hines. I was grandma in the film, and a lot of the film was filmed at our home in Sunfield. It was very enjoyable having the cast there all the time, with lots of fun and entertainment going on, and the movie itself was just a real pleasure. It's fun to see something come to fruition and have it turn out as well as this has.
I'm George Johnson from Lake Odessa. I got in the movie quite late, and I was thankful to get a part as the bingo caller. And I thought for sure I was going to get cut out of the movie, but there was a scene in there where I was in there, and I was just very pleased, very proud to be a part of this film. And I'm hoping and praying that the Lord will use it not only here in Ionia, but all over this country of ours. I pray that it'll just be shown in theaters all across the United States. Thank you for this opportunity to be on your TV program. Thank you for the opportunity to be in this movie. Just thank the Lord for this opportunity. Ever since Georgie was just a young boy, he had a camera in his hand and was making small films, little productions, I guess you'd call them, and it just is natural for him as anything to have a camera in his hand and making this film. And I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I wish him every success in his filming in the future. And I just thank God for the talent that he gave my son to be able to do this. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Terry Dennison, and I was very proud to be in this film, Dreamer the movie. I played a very small scene. I was the school teacher, but when I auditioned for this film, the director told me that my part was very, very important because what I said was key to the whole movie. And I had asked him if I might end up on the cutting room floor because I thought, I don't want to tell anybody I'm in this if I'm not going to be in this. And so seeing the movie tonight was a real thrill because my part was there and it was key. And then when the director's wife told me that my scene was one of her favorites in the whole film, that really made the evening for me. Great experience. I'd like to do it all over again. I'd like to make more films, and I'm just really, really proud to be in this because I think George Johnson and his brother Ben Johnson and everybody else in the film had done a marvelous job. The music, the special effects, it was just an awesome experience. Thank you.
Helping behind the scenes mainly. I did script stuff and took pictures and just was kind of the production assistant. Do I have to look at the camera?
Great body.
All right. I don't know that I have a favorite scene to shoot. My least favorite scene was when we had to hold in underwater, and that was pretty scary. So I think that was the scariest part. I don't know about having a favorite. It was all pretty much fun though. Everything else.
There were a lot of them that were really fun, but I liked the beach at Saugatuck and the lines about Hollywood being the divorce capital of the world, and so that Kevin's movie should be something different.
Pulling up our family was an incredible experience. It was great working with George and Carrie and all the other cast members. It was uplifting, right? Just like a family.
No yard work for 4 months and Saturdays. That was my favorite part of the movie.
We had one great pair of headphones. They worked awesomely, but I stepped on the cable and pulled it out. So then we had a second pair that was awesome. Worked beautifully, but I stepped on the cable and pulled it out. So then we got a third pair, and we're using those now, and I'm not allowed to touch them. So I won't be able to do the audio for the remaining few scenes here.
George did a lot of exampling of what he wanted people to do. So he would be the first one on the trampoline before he let somebody else do what he wanted them to act out, or he'd be laying on the ground and showing them the timing of things before they would do it. So that was all pretty funny.
My husband, George, he's a fun guy. He really has a creative sense about him. Basically, you can't put him in a box. He's just one of those guys that he can see the shot in his head before it happens, and he will do the craziest things. And I will look and say, why is he on the floor? Or why is he, what's the skateboard have to do with anything? And he's so free to be comfortable and do what he needs to do to make the shot and to create the look that he's looking for.
He often liked to not only tell what the actors were supposed to be doing, but showing them. And there was one scene in which a car was supposed to hit one of the actors, and that whole sequence of him showing him how the car was going to hit him and he was going to roll off the hood and so on. That was pretty good.
When he was taping the woods, taping the trees, I've never seen somebody spin so many circles. We had no idea what he was doing, and he was going from side to side and doing like backflips and all this stuff, getting different angles of these trees. I thought he was kidding. Everybody out there thought he was kidding. But we watched the footage and it looked good, so. I'm not the director.
What are you going to shoot it on? Old tape. You're going to shoot it on a video camera?
So it's all we have available.
Yeah, but a video camera. Nobody's going to watch it.
Why not?
Well, because it's nothing they couldn't do themselves. Trevor Lee.
Jeff is one of Kevin's friends, and I think he kind of almost acts as a conscience for Kevin sometimes. He's a little more thoughtful. We shot one scene in a restaurant, and we were supposed to act like we were eating good food, and I didn't have any food, and I got real hungry, and that was really hard.
You sure can. I'll get it for you right away.
Cut. Devin, you looked at the camera.
I did. Are you sure?
Samantha Lee.
My character's name is Maggie Burgess, and I'm just one of the main character's friends. I guess I'm kind of like the conscience, and whenever he changes his movie in the movie, I just wonder, like, are you sure about this? I saw it in the paper. I saw it in there for the audition, so I just decided to come out and try it.
What are you going to shoot it on? A whole tape. You're going to shoot it on a video camera?
That's all that we have available.
Yeah, but a video camera. Nobody's going to watch it.
Rob Ray.
I was told at school by my photo video teacher that they were having a big movie tryout, and I did some acting before, so I thought, you know, might as well give it a shot. My character's name is Hudson. He plays the main character's friend. So I kind of just hanging out with him and acting in the movie he's trying to make in the movie.
You can't be a doctor. You're too stupid. Put those toys away. You want to play with something? Play with a hammer. Fix them front steps. Jacob Norman.
Tyler is, in a lot of ways, is everything that I'm not. He's afraid of change, afraid of the unknown, and kind of shields himself with that ignorance and that tough guy persona. This movie has the potential to really break new ground in the realm of not only digital video, but Christian cinema.
Ben Johnson.
I'm George's brother, so I've kind of grown up doing all the home videos and stuff that he's made. And it was just always our plan that whenever he made a real movie, I'd be in it. So I guess I didn't really even have to audition or anything. I was a shoo-in. Hallelujah. Well, Kevin is really kind of based. It's kind of a mix of George and I think. I think a lot of his personality was very similar to mine. I think that's part of the reason that it was pretty easy to play him, because I didn't really have to act. I just kind of had to memorize things.
Take a refill, please.
You sure can. I'll get that quarter out of the way.
Cut. Tammy, you looked into the camera.
I did? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kevin Russell enjoyed making home videos with his friends, but deep down, Kevin dreamed of more.
Well, as you all know, I'm planning to shoot another movie. But what you might not know is that this one's for real. You're gonna shoot on a video camera?
Nobody gonna watch it. There were just a few problems.
You got no money, you got no movie stars, you got no education, and you sure ain't got no camera. What makes you think you can make a movie?
But Kevin is about to discover that sometimes the best tools for achieving your dreams are the ones that you have available.
It's gonna be a little different. Different, huh?
How so?
I'm not doing this thing to get rich. I'm doing it because I like the story.
Reporting live from the scene of a movie, Brad Knight for TV 16. News that matters.
That was awesome, Kevin. Woo, we're famous.
And that no dream should ever be abandoned.
You found a cure for cancer.
should be a doctor. Why aren't you a doctor?
You can't be a doctor. You're too stupid.
But as his dream becomes a reality, success begins to crowd out the passion that first inspired him.
How many of you have a gun?
Kev, I kind of thought the whole point was to steer away from violence, you know, towards something more positive. With all these chases and guns, it's just going to look like any other dumb movie.
That script was written when we were our only audience. Brad Knight is giving us continued coverage on this thing. There are going to be thousands of people who want to see it. We may even sell a few copies. The guns are basically just props to keep it exciting.
If you don't intend to use them, aren't you sort of working against your own purpose by including them?
Our actors are under contract, which means they get paid very well for what they do. And they do what I instruct them to do. We're not going to be scrapping any kissing scenes as a result of personal conviction.
Married people do a lot more than just kiss in movies, and they don't seem to have any problem with it.
Hollywood is the divorce capital of the world.
From award-winning director George Johnson comes a story about chasing a dream without losing your vision. Christian recording artist Jenny Barnato, Rick Patton, Donald Pierce, Jacob Norman, and introducing Ben Johnson.
You're already out of the ordinary. You're shooting an unusual format. Create an unusual story.
Allegory Pictures presents Dreamer, the movie.
The world premiere of Dreamer the movie took place in Ionia, Michigan on December 31st, 2004, and also be at select theaters around the United States as well. To find out more about the movie, get on the internet and look out www.dreamerthemovie.com, and you'll find out more about this fantastic movie by George Johnson from the Lake Odessa, Michigan, and also an opportunity to see a good family film that everyone will enjoy. Thank you for joining us. Been your host, Mike Cook, broadcasting from Ionia, Michigan, with the world premiere Dreamer the movie.